All right, it's time for another pop culture roundup, and this time we've got the OG, Joe Concha. He's here. We're going to talk about his book in a little bit. But first up, Meghan Markle is back in the spotlight, opening up about her relationship with Prince Harry in a nauseating interview. Watch.
I mean, that man loves me so much. And, you know, look what we've built. We've built a beautiful life, and we have 2 healthy, beautiful children. And, you know, and I always think about it like the end of Super Mario Brothers when you get to the final level. And what's the goal in Super Mario? They're like, slay the dragon, save the princess. I'm like, that's my husband. He's just out there, just constant. Like, he's just going to do whatever he can to make sure that our family is safe and protected and we're uplifted and still make time for date nights.
You just threw up your mouth a little.
Okay, sorry. It's just, there's so much going on, not the least of which the reaction of the podcast host. But break this, why is this so bad?
It's so bad because here we have this ubiquitous narcissist who is Meghan Markle, who can't get enough of herself, but simultaneously finds a way to play the victim or always gets on camera, but then says she wants her privacy at the same time. You're looking at the modern day Yoko Ono. I may be dating myself on that one a little bit,
you
but
definitely are.
You know, she wants all the benefits of the royal family, right? Except for the fact that she called the royal family racist.
What is it about this that feels like she's convincing herself about how great everything is?
If you got to talk about your husband that glowingly on a podcast like that, you're right. You're trying to convince yourself.
There's something. All right. Now, how Jordan, no, this is a headline here, how Jordan Hudson used her power to force her way into Bill Belichick's Dunkin' ad.
Yeah.
A sports source familiar with the coach told Page Six that she forced her way in, but Bill saw it as a way for her to get paid. People say they've never seen anything like it. So apparently she forced her way into the Dunkin' ad.
Yeah.
What do you make of it? Why is America obsessed with this relationship?
Well, the photo tells the whole story. Here we have a 20-something with somebody who was born when, you know, Eisenhower was a thing, right? So that's a problem.
Here's SNL making fun of it.
Okay.
Sir, this order will make it socially acceptable for a man in his 70s to date a 24-year-old.
That's right. We're calling it the Belichick Law. We're going to make girlfriends young again.
That's actually funny.
It's so good.
Yeah?
SNL's back. All right, why is everybody obsessed?
Everybody's obsessed because clearly this is a stage 5 clinger, but not because she has such love for Bill, because clearly here you have the greatest coach of all time, all those Super Bowl championships, and he's being used in broad daylight, and he seems to be the last one to know it.
Who's using who? I don't know about that.
Well, you may have a point there.
All right.
Mutually beneficial relationship.
Yeah, I do. I think they're both getting what they want out of this. All right. Well, the New York Times had this article out declaring that crosses are a hot accessory, and that it's the intersection of faith and culture. That's the headline there. So what do you make of this and the fact that the New York Times is sort of, I just like when they look at normal Americans and they treat them like this exotic, you know, tribe out in the South Pacific, you know, like, yeah, so we wear crosses. Why is that a headline?
This is journalism for you right here. The New York Times has discovered that Catholics wear crosses. There are 1.4 billion Catholics in the world. Wearing the crosses thing has been going on for a very long time.
But all Christians do it. Kayleigh McEnany wears a cross. I wear a cross. As a Catholic, I wear all the Marys around my neck, too. But why is this in the New York Times?
It's a thing now because Caroline Levitt also wears a cross.
She's a Catholic.
So suddenly, you know what they're trying to say here. It's actually a symbol for white nationalism.
Oh, God, I got it. The Christo-fascist thing that they're doing now.
Yeah, exactly. It's a hot
crazy. Oh, my
accessory.
God, New York Times, get a life. Maybe go to church. Okay, from assassination attempts to McDonald's photo ops, Joe's new book details the greatest comeback ever inside Trump's big, beautiful campaign. Tell us about your book.
Yeah, well, at one point I did speak to the president at length. What I really wanted to talk to him about, Rachel, was that first assassination attempt, Butler, Pennsylvania, July 13th. And I asked him, I said, in that moment, you're on the ground, you have blood on your face, the Secret Service is on top of you. I know myself, I would have gotten the hell out of there. Head down, just get me to the nearest car. His thought process was much different, and I could read the exact interview in terms of what.
Yeah.
When I asked him, what were you thinking at that moment? He said, when I was hit, I was totally aware of what was happening. It was strange. I knew I was bleeding a lot, So I wanted to get up because I thought it was a bad signal to stay down. I also knew that long as I stayed down, people are going to assume I was no longer around. I had my family watching on television. My wife was watching. My son Barron ran in. A young boy had told him your father had been shot. I mean, can you imagine my kid? He was very upset. So I felt I had to get up and let him know and the country know I was going to be okay and nothing could stop this movement. To have that thought process at that moment is absolutely incredible. And he also shared there was a stretcher on the stage and he refused to go on it because he didn't want to show weakness.
That moment is when that man won the election.
I said that in the green room right here. I was about to go on the big
That is the
weekend
moment
stuff.
he won the election. Men across America related to this wanted to have had that thought in that moment. Courage. All right, Joe Concha, you are going to be on the big weekend. This book is exciting. You're
That's right.
launching it. It's out. Can
It's
people order
out.
it now?
Doing great. Yeah. And we got Guy tonight. We got Alicia. We got Lisa Booth and myself as well. But yeah, please buy the book because you're going to read a lot of things. But I'll put it this way. My 9-year-old said, Daddy, why would somebody buy the book when they already know the ending? Well, we already knew the ending to Titanic, I explained to him, but you want to know the hows and the whys.
All
And you're
the
going to learn a
story.
lot of things you never heard of before.
We're doing it on pop culture because
Yeah.
Donald Trump is culture. And that's what you capture in this book. And I really appreciate it,
That's
Joe.
true. Thank you.
All right. Good luck.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.